So you're thinking of moving to Celina, Texas, and you want to know what some of the top suburbs are. In today's video, I'm going to go over the top 5 Celina neighborhoods, and the fourth one has its own golf course inside it. So be sure to stick around for that. The first one is going to be Light Farms. This is one of the more established Celina neighborhoods. They range anywhere from the 400s all the way up to 2 million. Any budget you have here in North Texas, you're gonna be able to find the right home. This community, as far as amenity-wise, you have 13 miles of trails, you have parks, playgrounds, your dog even has its own park. You have a dog park inside the neighborhood, you have several ponds, multiple amenity centers with your resort-style pools, pickleball courts, basketball courts, tennis courts, and you even have an on-site elementary school inside the neighborhood, so that'll make picking up and dropping off kids easy. Now, this is a massive community. It's over 1,000 acres and gonna be about 3,000 homes once it's finished out. They're still doing the final few phases here in Light Farms, but most of the neighborhood is built out. So when you go to see it, you're gonna be able to see what it actually looks like, amenities, and how the entire community kind of intertwines through all those parks and trails. Light Farms does have a MUD, which if you don't know what that is, that stands for Municipal Utility District, and that's an extra tax assessment. So that's going to help pay for your utilities like your water and sewer. So expect a little bit higher tax rate in this community than surrounding areas. You may be wondering what that tax rate is. It tends to sit around 2.7 or so, depending what section on the neighborhood and all of that. As far as your commute times go and getting places, Dallas and Plano are going to be about 45 to 60 minutes, maybe a little bit longer with traffic. And then Frisco is going to be 25 to 35 minutes, depending when you leave in traffic. So that gives you kind of a ballpark idea of what your commute is going to look like inside of Light Farms. The second one is Mustang Lakes, and this one is going to step it up a little bit from Light Farms. Price ranges are going to be from the 600s all the way to the multi-millions. It's also super cool. They have a bunch of like horse statues and stuff inside. So super cool, aesthetically pleasing and well landscaped, really pretty neighborhood. Now, something you're gonna see with all of these communities, you're gonna have your fitness center in this one, your resort style pools. This one has about 18 miles of walking trails. So if you're a marathoner or biker and it's important to you to have those few extra miles, this one may give you an upper edge there. One of the best parts of Mustang Lakes is you're in Prosper ISD. Prosper ISD is one of the top rated school districts here in North Texas. It's an A-rated school per texas.gov. So you get a great school district. Celina's a B-rated, so both are good, but Mustang Lakes is gonna have the upper hand on that one. As far as traffic goes, you're about an hour to Dallas, give or take a few for traffic. You're only 15 minutes to Frisco and about 30 to 45 minutes to Plano. Now, with this community, with all the amenities, you are going to have a little bit higher HOA costs. Your HOA costs are going to be a little bit higher, and they vary a lot depending on the section, but most of them average between about $130 to $175 per month. So you're going to have quite a bit of an added cost there for you. Another thing to note is Mustang Lakes does have a PID, which is slightly different than a MUD. It is an additional tax, but it's a public improvement district. And the good news is this one can eventually be paid off. The difference between a MUD and a PID, MUD is going to be for your utilities like water and sewer, while a PID is more so your public improvement, like your roads, trails, and things of that nature. The third one is going to be Lilyana. This one is going to be great. Also, like Mustang Lakes, if you want Prosper ISD without those Windsong Ranch prices you're going to see in Prosper. Now, you don't get a 5-acre lagoon, but the prices start in the high 4s and go up to about the high 800,000. Now, you still get some great amenities. You're going to get your resort style pool, your walking and biking trails, parks, playgrounds, green belts. And the good news is, since it is closer to Prosper, you're going to have more conveniences nearby you than some of those further north ones like Legacy Hills that has its own golf course we're going to get to in a moment. And the commute times aren't bad either. Frisco, you're about 15 to 25 minutes. Plano, 30 to 45 minutes depending on your route and traffic times. In Dallas, you're going to be about an hour. Now, this one is also in a PID, your public improvement district. This is to help with the funding of all the amenities, roads, and whatnot. So your tax rate is going to be about 2.6 to 2.8%. And then your HOA cost for all of those amenities is really actually very manageable and reasonable, especially when you compare it to some of the surrounding areas. You're looking at about $100 a month. So considering everything you get, that is a great value. And finally, let's get into Legacy Hills. This one has its very own golf course inside the community. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so Legacy Hills is super unique. It's got its own golf course in it. So it's not quite PGA of Frisco level, but for Celina having its own golf course further north, a lot more affordable homes, that's pretty hard to beat. Homes here are going to be the mid 300s all the way up to about the mid 600,000s right now. And I will caution you, since this is such a new community, and this is same for really all new construction communities, plan to stay here a while. This is a 3,200 acre master planned community. So it's going to take quite a while for it to build out. And the last thing you want to be is, 5 years down the road, selling your home and still competing with new construction. Now, as far as the golf course, it's an 18-hole championship golf course. It's under construction. I'll overlay some drone shots of this. Pretty cool. I'm not a golfer. I'm a top golfer on a good day. Other than that, I have a mean slice, but if you love to golf, it will be a huge pro for you. Now, in this massive community, you're gonna have 7 amenity centers, walking trails, biking trails, resort-style pools, ponds, and your sports courts. You're gonna have pickleball, basketball, tennis. Now, since this is such a big community, some are in a mud, some are in a PID, some's in either, so reach out to me for clarification. If you want to avoid those, we can make sure we do that for you. But some areas are going to have a little bit higher tax rate. Now, the HOA is not bad at all. Most of them right now are $900 to $1,200 a year. So seeing as you get everything, all those walking trails, resort style pools, not too bad at all. This community is in Celina ISD. Like I mentioned, Legacy Hills is one of the further north Celina communities. So you're gonna have a little bit further commute. You're about 25 to 35 minutes to Frisco. You're about 35 to 45 minutes to Plano on a light traffic. If there's some traffic, you may be closer to an hour. In downtown Dallas, you're gonna be 45 minutes to an hour plus, depending on traffic. So something to keep in mind, if you work in Dallas, it may not be ideal. You may be spending 2+ hours a day in the car, but that's something you have to decide. But let me know which one is your favorite so far in the comments. I'd be curious to know if a golf course would make the drive to work worth it for you. The 5th one for today's video is going to be Wellspring, and great news, this one does not have a mud or a PID, and it has the lowest HOA cost out of any of these. Now, the homes here are going to be more expensive. They're going to start in the mid 7s and go into the low 1 millions, and it's zoned to Prosper ISD. So you have no mud, no PID, HOA is only $495 a year, and you go to Prosper ISD. It's definitely a great community. You're still gonna get all your playgrounds, your hiking and biking trails, all your sports courts, your pickleball, basketball, tennis. You're also gonna have a pond, so still have a lot of amenities there, and you're saving $400 to $700 a year. As far as commute time, you're about 20 to 30 minutes to Frisco, 35 to 45 minutes to Plano, and again, 45 to 60 minutes to Dallas. So as you can see, most of these communities, with the exception of a few, have very similar commute times. So what it's going to come down to when choosing these is home prices, of course, tax rate, because tax rate is going to largely affect your purchasing power, and what amenities they have. As you can tell, Celina has a lot of options as far as your great starter home budget, and even Lilyana and Light Farms in the high 400s. To your luxury price points, you also see in Light Farms, Wellsprings, and Mustang Lakes. As you can tell, there's no single best community here. It's really which one matches up best with your lifestyle, your needs, and commute time. If you're thinking about moving to Celina, Texas, and want help narrowing it down to the best neighborhood for you, reach out to me. I'd love to help any way I can to help you make a smooth move here to North Texas. All my contact info is below. I can do a personalized breakdown for you, and we can help coordinate a smooth transition for you. Be sure to subscribe for weekly videos about the North Texas suburbs, Celina, Prosper, and Frisco, and thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in Texas soon.